Hello everybody, it's Jacob from Story House here. Fortunately, Cosmo had the good sense to stay at home for the beginning of this video because it's absolutely freezing. And that's handy because this week's video is all about travelling and exploring Antarctica. And although I'm not actually there right now, it certainly feels like it. Can you see the snow? Can you see the snow and the sand freezing up? It's absolutely freezing. Okie dokie, let's keep moving.
Whoa, I wish I was all toasty with Cosmo at home. Anyway, Antarctica is a continent just like Europe or Australasia. It is located at the South Pole and actually has no countries. No portion of the continent is owned by any other country in the world. There are no towns or cities, but there are a few scientific outposts, like the McMurdo.
Okay, I have a fleece line hat on and I still can't feel my ears. Antarctica is actually the windiest place on the whole planet. Winds can reach up to 200 miles an hour. Although I've got to say, I can't imagine it being much windier than it is here today. This must be windy a million miles an hour. I can't feel my face. Woo!
It was at this very moment where I realised that you probably couldn't hear what I was saying because I was so far away from the camera. You've probably noticed some of these clips are a bit windy. Sorry about that. Here I come. What a lemon.
Antarctica is surrounded by 3 different oceans, and together they create one, and it's known as the Southern Ocean. Okay? Those 3 oceans are the Atlantic, the Pacific, and the Indian. Antarctica is the 5th largest continent on planet Earth. Massive it is. It is double the size of Australia. Can you believe it? Australia is massive. Antarctica is the coldest of all the continents on planet Earth.
Antarctica does not and has never had an indigenous population. That means there are no native human Antarcticans. Absolutely nobody lives there permanently. You can visit there on a cruise though. The only settlements with long-term residents are scientific bases. Now, these vary in size, but typically they have around 50 people there in the summer and 15 to 20 in the winter. So, that's a little bit about Antarctica itself, but I need an expert to tell me all about the animals. Detective Cosmo. Detective Cosmo, come in. Do you hear me?
Hello? Is that you, Jacob? I'm just having a clean.
Can you research Antarctic animals for our video?
Oh, but I'm so warm and toasty.
Oh, come on, Cosmo. I'm fighting the elements here in the name of our art. There's a cod treat in it for you when I get back.
A cod treat? Oh, go on then. Detective Cosmo here, reporting for duty. I've been doing my research all about Antarctic animals. As Jacob has mentioned, Antarctica is very, very cold. Because of this, it has a low biodiversity, which means not many different species live there. Life can only exist in milder coastal areas and on the Antarctic Peninsula. Antarctica's most famous inhabitants are its penguins. 5 species breed on Antarctica itself: the chinstrap penguin, the Adelie penguin, the Gen 2 penguin, macaroni penguin, and the emperor penguin. They're black and white, a little bit like me.
Would you like to live in Antarctica, Cosmo?
No thanks, Jacob, it's a bit cold for me. I'm nice and toasty here. Anyway, whales also inhabit the Southern Ocean around Antarctica. Species known to pass close to Antarctica include the blue whale, fin whale, humpback whale, and sperm whale. On the Antarctic coast, you can also find several species of seal, including the elephant seal and Antarctic fur seal. Right, Jacob, I'm getting back into my teepee. I'm looking forward to my cod treat when you get home.
Thank you very much, Cosmo. As informative as ever. I'm nearly home now, but I'll be heading straight back out to do our drama activity. Okay, here it comes. And we are super excited about this because you're going to become an Antarctic explorer. Oh yeah. But we're gonna need to take a few things with us. So the first thing I need you to do is grab some form of bag. It can be any form of bag that you find in and around wherever it is you are. Shortly, you'll see me using a rucksack. Maybe you have one of them lying around. If not, any form of bag is fine, even a carrier bag. Basically, just something that you can put stuff into. And if you don't have anything to hand, no problem. That's where your imagination comes in. You can just pretend that you have a bag. That's fine too. So at this point, pause the video and find your bag. This isn't a timed activity, there's no rush at all. Just restart the video. When you're ready with your bag, me and Cosmo will be waiting for you here. So pause your video now.
Okay, everybody, are you ready? Have you got some form of bag? Because we're going to go on our Antarctic exploration. Okay, I have my bag here, and look, it's still got some snow on from before when it was absolutely freezing.
Your next task is to have a think about what you would need if you were going on an expedition, if you were exploring Antarctica. Now remember, it's really very cold and there isn't much infrastructure there. There aren't towns or cities, so you might be on your own for a very long time. What would you need? To make sure we don't forget anything, we are going to write our own kit list. We're going to write down on that list what it is we're going to take with us. So shortly, I need you to pause this video and go and grab something to write with and on. When you have completed your kit list, me and Cosmo will be waiting right here and you can restart the video. See you very shortly indeed.
Okay everybody, how have you got on writing your kit list? I wonder what is on yours. Now I'm not going to reveal what is on mine just yet, I'm going to save that for later. But here's what I would like you to do now. I would love it if you could have a look around wherever it is you are now, be that at school or at home or wherever that is. And what I would like you to do is find whatever is on your kit list, okay? Now, of course, there'll be some items on there that we won't be getting if they are dangerous. For example, you might have put an explorer's penknife on there. Please don't be going looking for that because it can be very, very dangerous indeed. It needs to be things that are safe. So, for example, I will reveal one thing that is on my list is a flask. So, I'm going to have a look around my house and see if I can find a flask to put into my bag. And that's what I'd like you to do. Anything that's on your list that is safe, and it must be safe, mustn't it, Cosmo? Oh yes. Please make sure it is. Anything that's safe, find it and get it into your bag. Now, of course, if you don't have an actual bag, at this point, you can use your imagination and imagine putting things into the bag. That would be fantastic as well. Okie dokie, everybody. So, pause the video and have a look around for your items that we're going to take on our expedition to Antarctica. Ooh, it's gonna be cold.
Alright then everybody, do you have everything in your bag? Good, then we are nearly ready to go. But I think you might want to get wrapped up as well. So look, I have my hat on, I have my big coat, I have my scarf, my fleece is still on as well because it is that cold. Make sure you're all set. Grab some form of costume. What would you wear if you were going to Antarctica? Now, of course, you might want to use other things around your house if you don't have a big coat like this. You could use a blanket of some sort, for example, for extra warmth. Have a look around and find your costume. And when you're ready, restart the video. Are you all set? Do you have everything? Okie dokie, looking good. Make sure you grab your rucksack or your bag or whatever it is you have. And again, if you're using your imagination, that's cool. When you've got all of your stuff, costume, bag, on my shoulder, Then I think we are ready to depart. Shall we go? All right then. I began my treacherous journey exploring Antarctica, and then I realised I've forgotten my bag. Oh, I best go back for it. And whilst I'm there, I may as well show you what's inside. So, what have I got in here? Well, I have got this, a flask, because it's really important that we stay hydrated whilst we are on our exploration. Fantastic thing about this is that it's nice and hot. Give me 1 second. Oh, I can feel my lips here now, very nice. So, I have water. It's actually got a bit of squash in it, it's hot squash. I also have this, an umbrella. Hold on a second. Do we really need an umbrella if we're going to Antarctica? Remember, Antarctica is actually one of the driest places on the planet. With the winds being 200 miles an hour, maybe not the best idea in the world, but hey, it's there just in case. What else have we got in here? We've got a spare jumper. A spare jumper because it's freezing and we need as many layers as we possibly can. I think I might put that on in a minute actually. What else do we have here? Oh, a toilet roll. Well, you never know. What else do I have here? An energy bar for a bit of sustenance. If I'm hungry on my exploration, it's really important that I keep my energy up because exploring and walking is really, really energy sapping. So this will give me a little boost. Okay, so that's just some ideas for the type of things that you might want to put into your bag when we go on our exploration. Have a little look around your house. Now, of course, make sure that whatever you put into your bag is safe, okay? And if it isn't yours, please make sure that you have permission, because we are not thieves, are we? No. So, you put stuff into your bag and get it ready, because it's nearly time to go. So, pause the video now, and when you have all your things in your bag, we'll be ready to go, and me and Cosmo will see you in a second. Pause the video now. Right, I definitely have my rucksack and I think we are ready to go, for real this time. So, here's what we're going to do. Have a look around you and make sure that wherever you are is completely safe. Make sure there is nobody or anything to trip over, like Cosmo, for example. I've made sure that he is snuggled up in his teepee. When you have done your safety check, I would like you to close your eyes. When you open them in a second, you're going to have been transported to Antarctica. Shortly, I am going to do a countdown, and at the end of that countdown, our exploration will have begun. I need you to open your eyes at the end of the countdown and imagine that you're outside the McMurdo station where scientific research is done. Okay everybody, here we go. You can open your eyes in 3, 2, 1, and they're open. And here we are. Have a look around you. Imagine that you're outside the McMurdo station. And goodness me, isn't it cold? So react to that. How would you feel if you were there and you were feeling very cold? Use your body. Maybe your arms will go closer to your torso because it's so very cold. Use your facial expression as well. The way that we move our face can show how we are feeling. So, how would you feel if you were particularly cold? Let's start moving. But we need to know where we're going first, don't we? Imagine that you have a map in your bag or your pocket. Take it out. Check the map and plan your route. We are heading towards the penguins because our task is to take some photographs for scientific research. Okay, start to walk. Now, this bit is up to you. You can either walk on the spot and imagine you're heading towards the penguins, or you can use the safe space that you're in. You're walking on the ice and it is absolutely freezing. It's quite treacherous too. It's slippy and we need to be very careful, so don't go too quickly. Look around you. What can you see? Are there colours in the sky? What colours are on the ground? Is there any wildlife? Keep moving. Keep exploring. Carefully, but with purpose. We are looking around and thinking about what we can see, what we can hear, and maybe even what we can touch. Lift your right hand and place it above your eyes to protect you from the glare of the sun. In the distance, we can see a problem. The path that we are walking on breaks off. To continue towards the penguins, we're going to have to do a very big jump. Take a deep breath in through your nose and then out through your mouth. Are you ready? On 3, we're going to jump. You can either do this on the spot or leap forward as long as it's safe. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, jump! Whoa! We just about made it. Thank goodness for that. And look, there they are, the penguins. From your rucksack, take out your camera. You may have packed one earlier, or you may have to use your imagination. Either is absolutely fine. Take plenty of photographs, but be careful and don't get too close, because we don't want to disturb these beautiful creatures. Our work here is done, and we best be sharp, because we're going to lose the light soon. It's time to return to base. If you have taken anything out of your rucksack, like your camera, repack it and make sure that you're ready to set off. Wave goodbye to the penguins and let's make our move. We're going to have to do that jump again, but the other way this time. Okay, is it safe near you? Are you ready? 1, 2, 3, jump! Keep walking as quickly but as safely as you can. Oh look, in the distance is a seal. How beautiful. We must keep going though, because we're losing the light and we need to get back to base. Oh, go on then, quickly, take a quick photograph of that beautiful seal. When you've taken the photo, get moving again, quickly and safely. We're nearly there. Uh-oh, can you feel that? The winds have gradually been picking up, but now they're at their worst. Imagine that the wind is crashing into your body and into your face. It's getting harder and harder to see. Lift an arm up to try and protect your eyes. Keep battling against those winds, trying to move forward, but every now and again it forces you to take a step back or to the side. Nearly there now, keep going. I can see the McMurdo in the distance. Phew, we've made it. It is so much warmer in here, and thank goodness. It might be a good time to take off your bag, your hat, your gloves, because now we're safe and home.
I'm just about starting to get warmed up now. What about you, Cosmo? Yeah, he's been alright inside all day, hasn't he? Thank you so much for all your hard work in today's video where we explored Antarctica. I hope you had as much fun as me and Cosmo, and we are really looking forward to seeing you again very soon. Goodbye!